Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our Andromeda anniversary. Happy birthday, happy anniversary to Andromeda. We're really excited to have you here today for our live stream. Let's get into it. So we're going to talk a little bit about some updates and celebrate the progress that we've made this year. One of our founders couldn't be here this morning, so she recorded a little message for us. So we'll get to see that. And we'll talk about the milestones that we've reached, give you some updates on some of our developments, what we're working on with the Metis Marathon. And if you haven't already been to a Metis Fest, then I'll talk a little bit about that so you can be sure not to miss the next one. Following that, we'll do a quick Q&A with the team. I've got quite a few of my team members on with me this morning. We're really excited to be able to chat with you. And then we'll do a quick Kahoot game. And hopefully you joined all of the daily community quizzes that we had this week. Because if you did, you're going to be in really good shape to potentially win the Kahoot prize today. So let's go. Just a quick disclaimer. None of this is financial advice. I am Ashley Spradlin. I'm the education manager at Metis. I'm not a financial advisor or a lawyer or any of those things. So please keep that in mind. Metis is a decentralized economy platform. So this project really stemmed from the idea that the founders wanted to develop something that would really provide the infrastructure for a robust decentralized economy. And all of the developments that we've had on top of the network itself are to kind of push us further toward this mission and bring this vision to life. Really hoping to make blockchain accessible and easy to use, not just for individual users, but for businesses. So we'll talk a little bit more about the developments that we're working on to not only provide the security, the scalability, the low fees and fast transactions, but also the infrastructure that makes your business make sense on chain. If you missed it, to celebrate our anniversary, we've got some free bridging right now. So new wallets that have never interacted with the Andromeda network can receive $100 worth of their bridging fees rebated to them in Metis tokens. But the minimum bridging amount is $100. So if you bridge any of the tokens listed here on this slide, then we can help you with rebating those bridging fees. So this is going on through today. So you can scan that QR code in the top right corner. It'll give you all the details. Our bridge got a new user interface recently. It's looking really nice. Check out the dark mode. And we're really happy to have you joining. Come on over to Metis and check out the exciting dApps that we have. We're really looking forward to showing you around. I recently recorded a podcast episode with all of our founders. If you haven't heard it yet, it is available on our YouTube, but also Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts. And so in this conversation, you'll hear from Yuan, Elena, and Kevin, and they really talk about everything from Metis as just a little brainchild and how they met and the vision and how it's all kind of come to fruition. They talk about the obstacles they faced along the way and what they're most excited about and the most rewarding part of the journey so far. So much of that is because of the community. So tune in and feel appreciated. And I'm really excited about being able to share that insight with you all. All right, Elena has a little word for us.
Dear Metisians, it has been 1 year since we launched Metis Andromeda. 1 year since we all worked together on developing our new ecosystem. I would like to thank my team and my community. It has been the favorite year of my life. I also would like to wish for the years to come, for the next Metis Andromeda year and for the years ahead of it, for us to build this decentralized economy that will allow us to work and live in peace, regardless of all the political or financial wars that are going around. Thank you very much, and I love you.
Elena unfortunately had to travel today. Maybe she'll be able to pop on at some point, but she really just wanted to be sure that we were able to communicate with you all her gratitude. And, the founders in general just feel really excited about what's to come, and are very just grateful for your support. This is some of the progress that we've had in the past year. So since Andromeda launched a year ago, we've got over 4 million transactions and over 97,000 wallet addresses. This little snapshot was taken just, I think, yesterday. So some of this may have changed since then, but this is pretty recent figures from our website, which also got a new look recently. So if you go to metis.io, you can kind of see the live updates there. Earlier this year, we released the first half of 2022 roadmap. We kind of outlined what the vision for the first half of the year was going to be, the milestones we hope to achieve, and the long-term vision and the progress that we're making toward that. And if you scan the QR code, you can go check out the original article. But I'll kind of go over some of the biggest points and things that we've reached. So we did integrate decentralized storage this year. So through Memo Labs, we have a new decentralized storage there that really allows us to make things a little quicker and cheaper. And there was some confusion at the beginning as to like how that all worked, but it adds this extra layer of security to this security that we inherit from Ethereum, and all the data availability is still there. And because of this new innovative structure, we were termed Smart L2. So we went from being a traditional optimistic rollup to a Smart L2. We also developed an NFT bridge so that we could be kind of an NFT hub where users could come on to Metis and mint their NFTs for a fraction of the price, and then be able to bridge to Ethereum to take it to market or anywhere else, or vice versa. If you wanted to mint somewhere else and then bring it to market at Metis, you could do that too. So we were really pumped about that. There's going to be some more upgrades to this coming really soon, and we're excited to see the NFT ecosystem really grow on Metis. We then kind of went into the second half of 2022's roadmap, where we focused on really building out this infrastructure for the decentralized economy. And a big part of that, beyond the network and our Smart L2, was developing reputation power and DAC infrastructure to allow opportunities for companies to bring their enterprise functions on chain, allow for enhanced permissions and functionality, and for us to have the tools to really incentivize and inspire community growth. And we're really excited to see the progress that has come from both of these projects this year. I'll talk first about Matrix. If you haven't already checked out Matrix, you can scan that QR code and head over to the website. You can mint your own social NFT. You can own credentials. So you can join different campaigns. You can earn reputation power points for completing certain activities within the Metis ecosystem, but really any DApp that wants to create a campaign to support and reward their community for engagement can set up a system with Matrix. So you have like your own little personal profile, and people can come and see what DAOs you've contributed to, what campaigns you've been a supporter of. And it's really an opportunity to encourage community growth for projects, but also for individual users to display their commitment and their expertise. So far this year, Matrix launched in August, and they've attracted over 2,000 users, and more coming in all the time. And 14 dApps now have campaigns live on Matrix. The numbers growing, and the user profile and development is always being upgraded. So this is really exciting to see. In just the past few months, the interface, the progress for being able to build out your own reputation power system has been improved, and we're really looking forward to the growth that's to come. Currently, Matrix is working with the Smart L2 team to support the Metis Marathon, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a minute, essentially to encourage you to complete tasks and collect badges with reputation power. We're also working to support members of DAX with engagement. And then the Ambassador Hub will have a shared pool for the Metis ecosystem soon. So those are some things that the Matrix team is working on. And if you are a project or a business that thinks, I would really love an on-chain way for my community members to demonstrate their work, their progress, their commitment, their engagement. If you're trying to reward for interacting with your project, then check out setting up a reputation power system for yourself. You can design your own badges. You can decide what events you want to gamify. And then the Matrix team is great about supporting you with how to set everything up and giving you ideas for ways to use the system to engage your community. After that, I wanted to share some from the DAC team. Looks like I'm going to go over these for the DAC team. So the DAC team just started. They are in their production, but this is the DAC team. Pavel and Chelsea are leading this eco node. And DACs are essentially the evolution of DAOs. You can think about decentralized autonomous companies as a solution for some of the problems of a DAO. They're easy to start, they're great for communities, but being able to create systems for efficient and effective workflows and communication can be a real challenge in a DAO. And there's not as many opportunities for customizing permissions and functions. So the DAC structure allows companies to create their own enterprise systems on chain in a decentralized format. So this is something that they're building out right now. They're partnering with some really exciting projects in the space to support things like task management, payroll, all of those things, job board coming soon. So please keep a lookout for the DAC project. They're building solutions for Web2 businesses looking to come onto Web3, for people who want to be able to showcase their contributions and maybe are like a freelancer and they want to find work with different organizations. And any Web3 founder that needs some really customizable infrastructure. So I'm going to, stay tuned for that. So then moving into another decentralization milestone that we really are excited about is related to our governance. So I'll kind of go over the difference here, but Kevin, if you would like to share anything at this point, you feel free to come on. So basically, you want to start off, Kevin, or you want me to go? Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, basically, I think this is going to be the decentralized governance structure going to be the focus for 2023. As you can see, Ashley has introduced a lot of, several eco nodes for now. The DAC, the metric, they're a part of the whole governance structure. We hope to, not only have the token-based governance, we also have this contributor-based, reputation-based governance structure combined with the token governance structure. So in this way, all the community members can participate and can contribute their power into the governance. So if you are, let's say, a community member, you don't hold many tokens, but you can still create a DAC and encourage others to join your DAC to get more voting power. So the DAC can propose, and when this DAC pass, when they stake, it will become the common. Common can propose proposals, and when these proposals pass a certain criteria, it will go up to the eco nodes, and eco nodes will evaluate all the feasibility and the timeline of budget, and then see if we need to implement or not. So it's this kind of two layers governance structure. We're gonna release an article to explain that. Please stay tuned with that. But roughly, the idea is that we hope to empower the community, not only the token holders, but also the true contributors, the true builders. They can involve in the governance structure. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, it's been really great to see all the people that are still keeping their head up and working hard in this space, and to be able to offer a solution for everyone to have some input is really exciting. So with decentralization at our core, we're really looking forward to this ongoing development. In that vein, we also launched our community ecosystem governance program this year. This was an opportunity for projects to share what they're all about, what they're doing, give some insight into what they're building with the Metis community, and then give them a space to answer questions. And then the community gets an opportunity to vote on whether or not they want us to support them as far as like marketing goes, and to really highlight them as being part of the Metis ecosystem. And I've got one of our CEG superstars on with me today. So Nat, you want to hop on and say a few words?
Hi, Ashley. Thanks so much. First of all, happy anniversary to my amazing team and to you, our great community. This wouldn't be possible without you. So happy birthday, Andromeda. I think, Ashley, you said everything that's important about CEG. The process is still the same. If you ever have any troubles finding documents or step-by-step, we have Telegram group. I'm always there, happy to help. So projects have to submit their proposals on candidac.org. We review these proposals. There are certain requirements, but everything is laid out. It's really, really easy, quick process. After the proposal is approved, we are scheduling a live stream, and then you get to vote. So it's all the same. I'm very happy to say we have over 30 projects now that have been community verified, and more are coming. I won't spoil any names, but there are big ones. So stay tuned.
Thank you, Nat. Yeah, I one of the questions that I saw for our Q&A session was about, when the next CEG live stream is coming through. So just stay tuned. We're it's a work in progress. So
yep, coming soon.
Thank you. All right, and moving into our Metis Marathon. So this is a campaign that we launched earlier this year to enrich the ecosystem. So I'm going to kick it over to our business development lead, Matt, and he's going to share a little bit about our progress with the Metis Marathon, what it's all about, and our goals.
Perfect. Thanks, Ashley. Happy anniversary, Andromeda. Happy to be here. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. So I thought I would just start with like a brief update of kind of what the BD focus has been on the year, and then kind of tie it into the marathon. So firstly, this year at Metis has been amazing. On the BD side, we've been really focused on building out a strong and well-balanced ecosystem with a solid mix of innovative native projects, as well as a focus on bringing on the more well-known multi-chain projects that the whole crypto community knows and loves. So specifically, our DeFi ecosystem has been a special focus for us as we're building and laying out the foundations for the strong capital markets that will support the Web3 economy hub that we at Metis are all here working collaboratively towards building. So with that note, the biggest operation we launched this year was the Metis Marathon, which is a builder and community engagement campaign. The intention here is to drive more traffic and awareness and use case overall to the Metis ecosystem, as well as reward our active community while incentivizing innovative builders. And this is all with the goal of making the Metis ecosystem more dynamic, active, engaged. So a lot more exciting updates up ahead, one which will be announced in very short order today, and are all looking forward to a really strong finish to 2022 and our best year yet coming up in 2023. So it's an exciting time to be at Metis, and we're just getting started here. So thanks. That's all for me.
Thanks so much, Matt. Yeah, it's been really exciting to have so much engagement and time with our community throughout this week. Stick with us for the rest of the day because we definitely have more exciting announcements that you don't want to miss. That brings me to Metis Fest, which I'm really just so excited about. Our events team works so hard, and our events queen Arena is on with us today, but I'm going to share a little bit about kind of what goes on at a Metis Fest. We've had quite a few. I think our first one was in Amsterdam at DevConnect, and then we've had one at Consensus in Bogota and Austin, and then we did one in Bogota. So we're definitely making this be like a tradition at big conferences, and it's been so much fun to see. So Metis Fest is kind of like a combination of party and learn and socialize. So usually we have a panel and some fireside chats where you'll get to learn from some of the thought leaders in the industry and innovative thinkers. And then you'll also have awesome food and drinks. We'll have some great music. Sometimes there's some entertainment involved, and always dancing and a good time. And you'll just find it to be a generally great place to meet people and unwind and learn without feeling like your eardrums are about to explode or you're in a boring conference room. So we're really excited about how they've developed, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. If you check out that QR code on the slide, that'll take you to the Metis Fest Twitter account. Definitely going to want to follow there because that's where we announce upcoming Metis Fest. So definitely check it out. I think even people who are attending occasionally are getting some reputation powers. So you want to be sure to stay tuned for ways that you can stay engaged with Metis Fest. Also, we would just love to see you there and meet you in person. Okay, now we're moving into Q&A. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for the moment, and I'm going to just throw up some questions, and my team members are going to kind of help me go through. I'm going to kind of just read them in general myself and allow anyone who wants to come on and join me to answer. Okay, sorry, a lot of tabs. All right. So first I want to address, we've got a lot of questions from our community, and thank you, by the way, for sharing your questions with us. But we got so many questions about FTX. I just want to address that off the bat. We're not affected by that. And I also want to focus on just how decentralization is truly key. And we're really driven by not relying on any one person or point of failure for anything. We're decentralizing and putting together governance mechanisms that eliminate these single points of failure and dependencies on any specific person, so we can make decisions collectively and transparently. That's a really, it's true to the heart of what we do at Metis, and I just wanted to give you all that information so you can rest assured. All right, we've got a few other questions, so I'll get started on some things that if you joined our Reddit AMA and our Twitter AMA earlier this week, you may have heard some of these. We got kind of a lot of the same. But how can those who want to establish their business on Metis, or who own a business that have problems due to high gas prices, how can they join Metis, and what steps do they need to complete to benefit from the ecosystem? So I'll just kind of share a few things, and if anybody wants to hop on, feel free. But currently, Metis has the lowest gas fees out of all their 2 scaling solutions. This low cost provides improvements to accessibility because now it costs less to post more data on chain, and it's easier to onboard new users. So specifically, if you want to establish a business, we have our decentralized autonomous company infrastructure, DAC infrastructure, that's in development to support that evolution. So it's pretty simple to start a DAO, and a lot of communities flourish in that space. But at Metis, we're really looking to deploy DAC infrastructure to allow the lowest barrier to entry in terms of cost and speed and permissions. Anybody else from the team want to say anything in terms of businesses coming to Metis? Cool. That lets me know I did a good job. So Metis has talked about adding zero knowledge proofs as an option to bypass the 7-day waiting period for optimistic rollups. What advantages does this hybrid system have over being a purely optimistic or zero knowledge? So for ZK development that's in progress right now, the advantage will be that people will get near instant transaction confirmations and a fast withdrawal at the same time. So we'll have the best of both worlds once that rollout is ready. Some people ask, what separates Metis from the other existing L2s like Arbitrum or Optimism, or what we do to compete with the other layer 2s in the space. And I really want to hit home that we don't really consider these other L2s competition. The most beautiful thing about Web3 is that it's such a collaborative space. And when we work together, we all win. And so that's really our focus. And so while Arbitrum and Optimism are still solving Ethereum scalability, they have different visions for the way that they want to do that. I'm really focused on decentralized world for business. So we want to make it easy for people to create and work in a transparent environment without dependency on any centralized authority. So our focus is on the Web3 economy, but as we all continue to develop, that's a win for the whole industry. So we're really supportive of what other L2s are doing, and we're looking forward to future collaborations and innovations together. Is it necessary to have coding or advanced technical knowledge in order to use the services offered by Metis? So I think this is great depends on if you're thinking about this as a user or as a project. So from a user's perspective, we have a lot of tutorials. We just released them this week on how to bridge to the network, how to kind of explore. If you have questions on any of that, please let us know, because we'd love to know like what specific education you need to be able to use the network. So if you're not able to find answers to something, let us know so we can make that easily available to you. If you're a project, we have a wide range of services. Our Polis middleware is an all-inclusive wallet, which has developer functions to enable even people who are not developers to easily use smart contract templates. So for your own projects, and we do have support for that. So if you are looking to get started and you're struggling, we can help. Any such service that would, issue NFT badges, or if you need developer access, anything along those lines, we can support. So it's meant to be very simple, but of course, as you know, as we develop these things, you find obstacles that you didn't know existed before you started. And so your feedback is really helpful to us in making that really user-friendly for you. Next question. Could you explain what innovations the Metis project brought to layer 2s, and what are more advanced features of Metis compared to other tier 2 projects? So one of the first innovations that I kind of covered earlier in the live stream was our Smart L2. So being able to decentralize our storage and have the availability to, or the option to have data availability on demand really makes our technology agile. And so that's kind of the first one that we talked about this year. Eventually, we will also decentralize with our sequencer pool. And we're working on developing out our Ranger network. Some other opportunities for decentralizing our tech are in our roadmaps that you can check out. We only submit transaction commitments in Merkle tree format to layer 1, and that makes that data availability on Memo Labs, which I just discussed. So this makes it easy for us to package a lot more transactions at one time, so it greatly reduces the gas costs. Then lastly, we are working on developing our ZK proof technology and adding it to the transaction validation process. So confirmation time will be greatly reduced to minutes. It won't be 7 days anymore. And we'll believe that having that combination of optimistic and ZK rollup coming together will make all of the scalability dreams come true, but also just make it agile so that we can kind of choose the best of both worlds in that sense. Okie dokie, a couple more questions here. This one I'm excited to share. I wish I would have thrown a slide in the presentation about it, but how far has the Metis Africa project been realized? Any first insights that you can share with us? So we did launch a Metis Africa program this year. A couple weeks ago, it was focused on we're focusing on expanding to the African continent and new opportunities for that growing economy. And we're open to providing the developer market there with any support needed to build on Metis. Currently, we've met and partnered with some projects and hope to have more such collaborations before the end of this year and next. I think our team member who is kind of leading that is on the call. Bert, would you like to say anything? I know I kind of threw you on the spot there, so it's okay if I've covered it all. Okay. Nice. So next, regulation is very important.
Hello, everyone.
Yay. Okay, go ahead. Oh, it sounds like your connection's not great, my friend.
Yeah, it has some lag.
Sorry guys. I wish Norbert is awesome. If you ever get a chance to hear, we definitely have some video content of him on our YouTube channel and on our Twitter. So go check him out and listen. Unfortunately, his connection's not great, but I'm sure he could share more about Metis Africa. We've shared a few things. And in fact, I think it has its own social media account. So we can share some of that. Next question, regulation is important and many projects were closed in countries due to failure to use the correct regulations. This is a question that we get a lot, like how do we deal with regulation? How do we kind of focus on that? And just want to be clear that we as a team consistently review our personal interactions and how we want to be really safe and not offer any financial advice. We comply with all the regulations and we're in consistent communication with legal counsel to make sure that we are doing everything with integrity. So.
Yeah, also, I hope to add one point that Metis as a project, actually, it is a technical infrastructure. We provide technology. So this is a permissionless platform anyone can build. For the project, it's purely technical. So there's no financial part involved. Actually, I don't see the regulation gonna influence in this platform because, as I mentioned, this is a technical infrastructure. So yeah, I hope to add one more.
Thank you, Kevin. Okay, this last one has like kind of a few questions in it. So it's talking about explaining our middleware and how we seek to support the Web3 economy and our main focus for DACs and these things. So we've kind of all of this, but I'm just going to give one last little summary there before we round out and move into Kahoot. So we created Metis Smart L2 because we aren't able to utilize any existing L2s to fit the vision and the goal of really supporting the robust decentralized Web3 economy. So our goal is to build that. And in order to do that, we're embedding that DAC infrastructure along with Matrix reputation power into our tech to provide the capability for businesses to onboard in very easily. So we're working on creating more platforms to support that. It's led by our DAC econode, but also our Matrix econode, and we'll release new projects for that in the upcoming year. The NFT bridge, as well as decentralized storage, has been released already. And these are just like kind of pieces to the puzzle for what we want. We just want everyone who comes on to have all the tools they need right there at their fingertips. So Polis is playing a part as the authentication module. And so it should be suitable for both Web 2 and Web 3 businesses as it is now. our main focus is to provide open and transparent environment, and for us to deliver you the tools to make your life easier when you're trying to run a business in Web3. So I think we've really kind of covered most of that, but if there anything else that anyone on the team wants to share, now's the time, because then we're going to play a game. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your questions. Thank you so much, team, for being on for answers. And now it's time to play Kahoot. So let me share my screen again so I can show you all the rules, and then we will go over to the game. I wish I had like the Jeopardy music queued up. Okay, let's see. All right, so rules of the game. You will join at kahoot.it using the code that's there on the screen. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the Kahoot screen here in a moment, so you'll be able to easily join then as well. You're going to sign up using your Telegram handle. And this is really important because we need to know how to reach out to you at the end of the game to let you know that you won, so that we can get information to send you your reward. So please be sure to use your Telegram handle. That information is only visible to me, really, because I'm the only one who looks at it, but it's not anything that we share. We just use it so that we can reach out to you. It's going to ask you to input a correct pattern to verify that you're a human. This is how we safeguard the game. So you'll see at the top of the screen some patterns from the answer choices, and you'll just input, I think you have 7 seconds to input the correct one to let us know that you're human. And then you'll answer the questions within the given time frame. So I've assigned almost all the questions except for, I think, one true false question, 30 seconds. But the faster that you answer correctly, the higher you get on the leaderboard, the more points you get. So not only do you want to be right, you want to be right fast. So the top winner is going to receive $100 of USDC. And I'll send you a message later after we have a winner to get you those rewards. All right, so let's get started. We're going to go over to Kahoot. Okay. So code is on the board there at the very top. You can go to kahoot.it to enter that, or you can scan a little QR code that's there. It's going to automatically generate a nickname for you. So your identity is protected, but also so we don't get any weird nicknames. So I used to teach 7th graders and had like 4 kids named Who's Your Mama in the chat. So we're going to have automatically generated. I'm going to give y'all a little more time to join before we kick things off. So notice this pattern here at the top. You'll just use your device to put the right order in, so it lets you know that you're human. Lets us know that you're human. Hopefully you already know that. I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute, and then we're going to get started. Just so anybody who is joining from YouTube can have a chance to get logged on. Golden shark, amazing lark, funny llama, daring goose, friendly yak. So most of the questions, if you took the community quizzes this week, you've seen them, so you are ready to win. But if you paid attention in the live stream, and if you've been studying up on what we're doing here at Metis, then you are still going to be in great shape, especially if you've tuned into live streams before. We've talked about just about everything in here multiple times. So you should all be on a pretty fair playing ground if you've been paying attention. Give you guys 5 more seconds, and then I'm going to press start. Even if you're not able to join before I press start, you can still join after the game begins. Slight disadvantage maybe if you don't get to answer the first few questions in a timely manner, but you can still join. Okay, here we go. Here we go. As Metis tech developed, it became termed let's turn this music on. Sidechain, plasma chain, smart L2, or ZK rollup. We need the fun music. There we go. As you can see, the game pen and the pattern is still at the bottom of the screen if you weren't able to join. Maybe we turn it down a little bit. A little early to get this excited. Okay, next up, let's see. Nice, yeah. So eventually we'll have the ZK rollup a part of our technology, but this year we innovated to the point that we didn't really fit classic definitions anymore. So we became our smart L2. All right, our leaderboard, Daring Goose taking the lead. This is a pretty close spread here. So interesting to see what's to come. Embedded in the DNA of Metis is speed, cost, wisdom, or decentralization. Now, I guess it's worth pointing out that a lot of these could be the answer, but there's one that is best fit. So think of this like the SATs. You have to choose the best answer. A few more seconds. Looks like everybody's answered already. Nice. Yeah, decentralization. While speed and cost are certainly a part of what we're offering, and wisdom is hopefully at the heart of what we do, as Metis is the goddess of wisdom and prudence. Decentralization is really the focus of what we're building. If you'd read any of the roadmap article, then I think that was direct quote. All right, next up. A little bit of change in the leaderboard, but Daring Goose is still at the top. Okay, dApps deployed on Metis earn perpetual rewards through our Builder Incentive Program, Genesee DAC, Community Rewards Program, or grants. Nice. Builder Incentive Program, for sure. So it's changed. The structure of it has changed, but builders on our network get rewards every month based on their transactions. So that's something that's ongoing. While we do have an investment arm and a grants program, the builder incentives is really exciting because it's not just a one and done offer of support. It's consistent support. Daring Goose is on fire, but we've got a lot of people moving up on the leaderboard here. Metis integrated decentralized storage this year with Memo Labs, Filecoin, Storage, or Akash. You don't even need all this 30 seconds. Everybody's answered so fast. Nice. Yeah, Memo Labs. Memo Labs indeed. All right. Oh, Amazing Lark has taken the top spot. Got some upsets. Our middleware, where developers can manage their domains, smart contracts, and APIs, is called what? Polis, Polaris, Matrix, or Portal? Yeah, Polis. Very good. There was a little bit of there were a lot there that sounded similar or something else that we offer. So good job. Nice. Amazing Lark in the lead. Doing great, y'all. Why do we have a withdrawal period? Why do we have that? For fraud proofs, network communication time, for KYC, know your customer regulation, or is that the time that your bank needs to accept funds? Why do we have a withdrawal period? Nice. Nobody got that wrong. Very good. It's our fraud proof window. Awesome. So that's the time that any transaction can be contested and check for verification. Nice. Okay. No changes on the leaderboard. Let's move into question 7 of 10. To go through our CEG, our Community Ecosystem Governance Program, a project must submit what? Their website, an audit, docs on utility, or all of the above. Two more seconds. Nice. Yeah, all of the above. Definitely the audit is an important piece, but we need to understand utility and have all the resources so our community can go check out the project so that they can make informed decisions when they cast their votes. Awesome. All right, Agile Panther's taking the lead. True, false question. You have to have 10 Metis to vote in governance proposals. Is that true or false? True or false? A little less time on this one because there's only 2 answer choices. Nice, it's false. Yeah, so there's no threshold. You just have to have some Metis in order to be able to vote. So the threshold is not 10. Just any amount. Awesome. Agile Panther still in the lead. 2 more to go. Metis recently launched a campaign to encourage innovation and project development called Genesee DAC, Andromeda Explorer, Builder Mining, or Metis Marathon. Man, you guys are so fast. You must have all taken the community quizzes. I feel like in the past 30 seconds wasn't enough time for some people. Y'all are crushing it in the first 15. Yeah, Metis Marathon. Very good. So Genesee DAC is the name of our investment arm. Builder Mining, we don't really call it that necessarily anymore. It's more of our builder incentive program, but that's the monthly rewards based on transaction volume. Andromeda Explorer is just our block explorer, and Metis Marathon is the name of the campaign that Matt talked about earlier in our presentation. Amazing Lark taking the lead. All right, here we go. DAC stands for what? Decentralized Autonomous Company, Decentralized Autonomous Collective, Decentralized Autonomous Corporation, or Decentralized Autonomous Community. What's it gonna be? Nice. Yeah. Decentralized Autonomous Company for sure. While we see DAOs as a great structure for communities, DACs are for companies, for businesses. Okay, let's see who won. 3rd place, Daring Goose. Great job. 2nd place, Agile Panther, thank you so much. First place and the winner of $100 USDC. Amazing Lark. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Runners up are Proud Gator and Swift Zebra. Thank you for your participation, everybody. Really good job. We've really enjoyed having you. Thanks for taking time out of your Saturday to spend a little time with us. And that's all. So keep an eye on our Twitter for those announcements for the rest of the day, please, please. And I'll reach out to the winner of our Kahoot and Telegram. And there's my dog to sign us off. Have a great rest of your day. Whoa, that's a stop. Are we still streaming, Yaroslav?